Okay, Matt and Josh Still Comics, Marvel news of the week. But
Stuff.
first, our sponsor.
Ooh. Your new multi-vendor marketplace, YouSellComics.com, offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics. Slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings. YouSellComics.com. Buy, collect, sell.
Okay, so first up,
Hi.
yesterday was the Super Bowl. I think we're both
Yes.
not pleased by the outcome, even though we really
Absolutely.
had no dog in the fight, as we're Bills fans, and that's our dog's already dead.
I didn't bet, did you?
Huh?
I didn't
No,
bet, did you?
I did not bet. I'm not really a better. I did that once for the Ravens game, and then I just took my money and ran. So
Yeah, me too. Never much, not too much a better.
yeah.
Yeah.
But during the Super Bowl, they released the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. We put up a
Yes.
reaction with our respective partners last night.
So
So you
fun.
see that? Yeah,
Go
it was
check
kind
it
of like a
out.
thrown together, like, hey, you should do that, because I was scrambling to get sound for Kate too, because I couldn't find my splitter.
It's okay.
But one day we'll have
Figure it out.
yeah. Um,
It's okay.
definitely for the first X-Men movie, we should do that too.
Ooh.
Okay, so Deadpool and Wolverine last night
Yes.
came out. The trailer, right at the end of the trailer, Wolverine is just about to help Wade up, and a Secret Wars comic book can be seen on the ground. Whether this will have
Yeah.
anything to do with the plot or simply something to get fans talking remains to be seen, but the issue in question could be significant. In issue 5 of Jonathan Hickman's run focuses on the Beyonder, which we've heard rumors about before, and Molecule Man and their roles in the creation and deletion of the multiverse. This could back up rumors that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to serve as a reboot of sorts for the MCU, or at the very least make some major course corrections and lay the groundwork for Avengers Secret Wars.
Oh, hang on.
So you can see the Secret Wars cover there.
Fuck.
Quite a few cameos have been lined up for Deadpool 3, including several other X-Men characters, Storm, Cyclops, Jean Grey, possibly Channing Tatum and Taylor Kitsch is different. Oh, Taylor Kitsch too is coming back.
Wow. What?
A recent rumor claimed that Liev Schreiber is also set to reprise his role as X-Men Origins Wolverine as Victor Creed. That appeared to be Tyler Mane in recent set photos.
Yeah.
I always thought that Tyler Mane looked better as Sabretooth, but obviously Liev Schreiber's a far better actor.
I would agree.
But like Tyler Mane
didn't-
had the look. He's a former, I believe, wrestler, and he was just that big, imposing. And
Yeah.
Liev Schreiber didn't look like that. Variants of the Mark with a Mouth are also rumored to appear, including Dogpool, Kidpool, Lady Deadpool, and more.
Wow.
The one major return that has been confirmed by the trades is Jennifer Garner's Elektra, but the Alias alum declined to confirm anything in a recent interview. A recent synopsis for the movie reads, after facing some professional setbacks while going through a midlife crisis, and you could tell by that toupee he was wearing, Jesus, Wade Wilson decides to officially retire Deadpool and become a used car salesman. But when his friends and family and the whole world are at stake, Deadpool decides to bring his katanas out of retirement. He recruits an unwilling and wary Wolverine to not only fight for their survival, but ultimately their legacy. Sean Levy directs Deadpool and Wolverine. Comes out, what was it, July 22nd? July 26th. I'm super excited about this movie. I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan. I know he rubs some people the wrong way with his sense of humor. I'm not one of them. Do you appreciate his sense of humor?
Come on, please. Um. So I was thinking, there's a couple things. I was
Yeah.
thinking, one, about the relationship that he has with the director, Sean Levy. They have a pretty close relationship, right? It seems like, it's a close-knit group.
Yep.
And that can sometimes be really good
Yeah.
when it comes to making creative entertainment.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it could be bad.
Yeah.
And Who's the director of the first Deadpool? I already forgot. Sorry.
The Chad, was it Chad Stilisky, or am I wrong?
No, I think it was someone else.
Oh, Tim Miller. Tim Miller was
Yes.
director. Yeah, Reed West and Paul Wernick were the writers. And they're from
And then
Zombieland.
yeah, and then Sean, did he do or part two? Or sorry, Deadpool 2? Or was that? I honestly can't remember, and I should know this before I come in spitting.
Oh, that's what the internet's for. We just look things up.
Spitting
So he's the executive
and...
producer of Stranger Things. So that's where he came from.
So he didn't do Deadpool 2.
Well, that's producer. Okay, director. Previous. Oh, that's 2013. No, he didn't direct Deadpool 2.
So
he did Free Guy, though, and The Atom Project, which are the last 2 movies for Ryan Reynolds.
So, and those are good movies. I like those movies.
Yeah.
I feel like we have this duo of creatives bringing on their teams to do this movie, and it's obviously a combination of Ryan Reynolds,
he's also worked with Hugh
team
Jackman
and everything,
before, eh?
with which
he directed Real Steel.
Oh, okay. So okay, interesting.
Yeah,
that's interesting. So let's go back. Let's do a little history. Let's go just a quick little history.
Way back.
Jettison, not too far.
Okay.
Deadpool 1 comes out. It's a slammer.
Yeah.
Reviews are amazing. It smashed records.
Yeah.
And it was incohesively, you know what I mean? Like by itself, a very good movie, I would say. It was very good.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2, I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I say I loved it. On my second or third watch, I did grow to like it more.
Yeah, but I didn't think it
wasn't as good as the first one. And both of those productions, did they not say that Ryan and the directors didn't really see eye to eye on some things? As it happens, But
it's a different director, but the same.
That was mentioned.
Writers.
I could have swore that was mentioned both times, that the directors had different, and with Ryan had different views of how they wanted to do things. And obviously Tim was supposed to come back to do the second one, and he didn't because
I think that's where the problem was.
Him and Ryan didn't see eye to eye on things. So then, we get the second one. Maybe Ryan has a little bit more pull. We get what we got, which was Deadpool 2. And now I'm a little bit worried because I feel like Sean is, he's sure a good director, but like maybe Ryan has a lot more pull with Sean. So perhaps we're going to get something that's, I don't know. It could be amazing.
You gotta learn to say no.
It could be not good. And I'm worried.
The movie could be not good? Get out of here.
I'm scared.
I don't think Hugh Jackman would have come back if he didn't read the script and thought it was good.
Okay.
Why would he kind of tarnish his legacy of Logan, which was a fantastic movie?
No, that's true.
It's all like he needs the money.
That's also true.
Like I read, I didn't have this because it wasn't that big of a deal, but some fan reported that he got something signed at a Comic-Con from John Bernthal, and he asked him about Punisher coming back to Daredevil. And John told the fan, this is out of left field. John told the fan he kept turning Marvel down to come back for Daredevil because he didn't like the script. He thought it was bad.
Yes, I read that.
Yeah, and then finally after they did the reboot, the retooling, he's like, yeah, okay, this is good enough. I can come back.
Because apparently it's only for like 3 episodes or something.
Oh, for his cameo?
Yeah, the arc is only 3 episodes.
So that's why he wasn't coming back, or he was coming back?
That's why he is coming back, because it's like a shorter, more well-written arc.
Oh.
rather than like whatever they asked him to do in
okay.
the past, which I don't know.
Well, I assume
Probably-
he'll be back again in his own, like now that those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just shows that an actor who may love playing a character won't come back if it's really bad. So I don't know. I don't think he would get into shape like that again because he's complained about it before. He's like, I'm never doing that again, and then he did.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, there's that, and then I don't know if you put this in the list of news, but the possible title changes for the movie.
For Deadpool?
Yeah. Did you read
No.
this? Okay, so there's a small
Give us the
rumor that I
scoop.
read.
Yeah.
The scoop, baby.
Right before the trailer debuted.
Yeah.
So I think it was like Sunday morning or Saturday night. Marvel trademarked a bunch of. Oh, am I going slow?
Internet fail. Oh,
Oh,
there you're back.
okay, that was really weird. Probably one of those surveillance vans went by outside, cut the signal. I think I'm still a little wonky, so I'm just gonna give it a second.
Looks like you're fine now.
Okay, the scoop was Marvel trademarked a bunch of names before the trailer dropped,
Right.
which included Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah.
and then Deadpool and Friend, Deadpool and Friends, and then there was two more. Can't remember. What they're anticipating is that they're
Wolverine
going
The
to keep.
Asshole, which is one that the Hugh Jackman put out.
Yeah. They're anticipating that for a marketing tool, they're going to change the name of the movie as time goes on,
Oh, yeah.
right up until they release it.
Oh.
Because I guess the day before it releases is Comic-Con.
Oh, like San Diego Comic-Con?
Yeah, the big one. And somebody had an idea or a rumor for a marketing skit that they were going to rename
Yes,
Comic-Con.
it is. It
Yes.
comes. It's Comic-Con starts one day before the release of Deadpool.
So they anticipated that as a marketing tool, they were going to rename Comic-Con Deadpool Con, and then that was going to be the launch of like the movie.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure there'll be. I don't know if there'll be a panel or not for that because the movie will come out. They won't want to
Be
spoil
way
it.
too close.
Yeah.
It'd be way too close.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're like the marketing will be extremely heavy on this movie. I feel like it's going to be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And more news about actors returning.
Oh God, please.
Oscar Isaacs wants to see Moon Knight join the Midnight Suns in the MCU. As the MCU grows and expands, there's a growing tendency for characters to fall by the wayside for a significant amount of time. We have both complained about that in the past. Case in point, the Moon Knight series premiered on March 30th, 2022 and concluded on May 4th after 6 episodes. Since then, there hasn't been much chatter about where Oscar Isaacs, Mark Spector, Stephen Grant could turn up next. Speaking to the Geek House show, Isaac shared that while Marvel Studios may have its own plans, he definitely has his own desires for where the character could and should turn up next. Said Isaac, I thought there was an interesting opportunity with Midnight Suns. There's such interesting characters in there. Now that we've set the groundwork with learning who Mark, Steven, and Jake are, it could be an interesting opportunity to see him as part of a team and what that dynamic would be. So I think that would be exciting. I think for me, definitely hope there's some room to explore that possibility. Despite what the 2022 tactical role-playing game developed by Fraxis Games would have you believe, the typical core Midnight Suns lineup consists of Blade, Morbius, Ghost Rider, and Hannibal King. Ryan Reynolds come back again as Hannibal King now. Members, Doctor Strange typically bounces back and forth between and being an actual team member and an advisor. With an 86 approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes and an aggregate score of 7.65 out of 10. Over 200 reviews. Moon Knight is actually one of the more favorably reviewed Marvel Disney Plus series to date. Somewhat surprising that a second season hasn't been announced. The key detail on Moon Knight's future might be the fact that in order for Marvel to secure Isaac, he balked at the usual practice of signing a contract that required multiple appearances. In October 2022 at New York Comic Con, Isaac confirmed that he had begun talks with Marvel about more appearances, but an official agreement has never been announced. He did play. It was Blade 3, right? And he was, yeah, Ryan Reynolds played Hannibal King in Blade 3. Yeah, would love to see Oscar Isaacs come back and more Moon Knight. Could be, now that Ghost Rider is going to be rated R, we could have a bit more, that Marvel spotlight. I mean, it's not totally ground level as he has his powers from a god, but
yeah,
you could incorporate a bit more street level stuff in it. Maybe in the last run by Jed McKay, he had a mission, so people would come to his little office and ask for help on things, and it usually wasn't very fantastical, but it did get to that point.
Yeah. I think we both know that Deadpool is going to be like the tester for Marvel in this R-rated
more adult
situation. Yeah, and they're gonna get they're gonna see the money, because it's gonna be hopefully well done,
yeah,
and well written. Echo was their very first entertainment
kind of
soiree
into
into R, and I mean it would have worked if the show was above average, which
it was fine.
I think we can both agree it was what, like a 6, 7.
I mean, it's
maybe?
got a 70. It's not terrible.
No.
7 out of 10.
Great.
That's better than average.
Did you find the show like gory and like, I don't know, R-rated?
No. I mean, it was.
No.
It was.
No. Not
I would say, like, Canada works different for ratings than America.
sure.
I would say it was a TV MA 14.
At best.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't 18, MA 18 here, or certainly R. But it was, I don't know. Kids watch a lot of bad stuff these days for their for what they really, their age. Kids grow up fast these days.
It's true.
Talking about more people coming back, Josh Brolin suggests there are plans for him to return as Thanos in the Multiverse Saga. While Thanos first appeared in the Avengers, he didn't get a voice until 2 years later when Josh Brolin played the iconic villain in Guardians of the Galaxy. The villain later appeared in Age of Ultron before taking center stage in Infinity War. There we saw the Mad Titan successfully enact his plan to wipe half of all beings in the universe out of existence with a snap of his fingers. Thor beheaded Thanos during Endgame's opening sequence, but he'd later return as a 2014 variant who was dusted by Iron Man when the hero made the ultimate sacrifice. Brolin has since lent his voice to Thanos in What If, and the villain has for some reason died multiple times in the animated series. Talking to comicbook.com about his role as Gurney Halleck in Dune Part 2, which is coming out in like 4 weeks, isn't it? March, finally?
Yes, it's soon, yeah.
The actor confirmed he's heard talk of an MCU return and seemed to hint it won't just be an animation. I hear kind of like through the grapevine that they're going to bring him back. And there's the What If series, that's kind of a different thing of Thanos and all that, but I don't know in the Marvel world whether they're going to bring him back. But I didn't know that he was the most killed off Marvel villain. You learn something new every day. We wouldn't put too much stock in these comments just yet, as Brolin does appear to backtrack a little during the course of his answer. Still, the nature of the multiverse makes it easy for Thanos to return, and given that he's the greatest threat ever faced by the Earth's mightiest heroes, Kang unleashing the death-obsessed baddie on Earth 616's Avengers in a bid to slow them down could make for fun viewing. That was a huge undertaking for me, quote, Brolin said previously in his turn of Thanos, when you have my kind of gravitas, I understand why they would go. That guy could bring some real weight to the purple dude, but I didn't get it at first. I've always described it as doing black box theater in New York in the 70s or something.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Black box theater?
Yeah.
You a fan of black box theater?
No, it's just I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like a very isolated way of like acting.
Oh.
So that makes it understandable why he was so good.
Speaking of Oscar Isaacs wanting to do Midnight Suns, I think Marvel is in on it too. New report this week that Marvel Studios has been sitting on Ghost Rider rights for years now, and allowed Marvel Television to use Robbie Reyes' version in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a brief spell. Recently, however, rumors have persisted that Johnny Blaze is being lined up to make his MCU debut. According to My Time to Shine, Kevin Feige has decided to make a Ghost Rider movie. They go on to add Sacha Baron Cohen will return, obviously, because he is pretty much confirmed to be playing Mephisto.
So crazy.
And as for Ghost Rider, they want an A-lister, which we've kind of talked about not wanting anymore.
Yeah.
Stop casting A-listers to be your characters.
Yeah.
For those who don't recall, Cohen is supposedly playing Mephisto and Ironheart and may even be the new owner of the Avengers Tower. It seems this version of the villain will have an interest in tech as Marvel Studios looks to merge the worlds of magic and science. The Ghost Rider mantle has been held by several characters, though Johnny Blaze remains the most iconic. Debuting in 1972, he's a stunt motorcyclist who, through a deal with the devil, transformed into Ghost Rider when in the presence of evil. Ryan Gosling has talked about being Ghost Rider. While he's an amazing actor and nominated for an Academy Award this year for Barbie. I don't know. Would it be fun to have Ryan Gosling and or Keanu Reeves as a Ghost Rider? Sure.
Yeah.
Is it a good idea given their age and how long you want this thing to go? Probably not. Like, unless I've seen it suggested Nick Cage can come back as Johnny Blaze being a mentor to either Danny Ketch or Robbie Reyes or any other number. I believe there's an indigenous Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider history. I forget her name though.
Oh, it's a she. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't want that.
Roswell. Rest.
Roswell.
Fuck.
Alternate versions. Oh yeah, there's an Auto Blaze. Yeah, during Devil's Reign storyline, there's an Auto Octavius variant version that's Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh wait.
That's wacky.
Well, that's supporting characters. Hellhawk, Travis Parham, Deputy Kowalski, Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, okay. Robbie Reyes. Wait, where is? I'm sure there's one. Oh, Alejandra Jones becomes Ghost Rider through a ritual performed by. She was killed during Absolute Carnage. Oh, it might have been her then. Yeah. Anyways, so there's a number of variations you could do. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, at some point they're gonna have to use all of their is Ghost Rider an A-list character? Probably.
I mean, A-list character, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, is he as good as? Well, he ain't Spider-Man, but is he Iron Man, Thor? Is he as popular as those? I don't know. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a B plus.
A little bit less. I would say B plus probably. B plus is probably where you want to be.
Well, I mean, they can make money on a C-list character like Guardians. They could do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like with Ghost Rider, it's kind of like a. See, didn't I say this before? That it's like with a like an A-list actor versus like a no-name or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's not overly awful if we do get an A-list actor because we're not going to see them.
Their face
with their face a lot. Yeah.
It's just going to be a flaming skull.
I mean, if anything, I've already seen Nick Cage's skin burn off his face. I would love to see Ryan Gosling's skin burn off his face. Like, that would be really fun. But if it's someone else, I mean, that's fine too. I can understand. Maybe that's the reason why they want to go with an A-list actor. Is because they know that they're going to have this person half engulfed and half trying to play pretty boy. So, I don't know. Maybe.
Speaking of pretty boys, Pedro Pascal confirmed. So SAG-AFTRA, he still apparently hasn't confirmed that he's playing this, but SAG-AFTRA confirms that Pedro Pascal will soon begin production on the MCU reboot. We're still waiting for an official casting announcement for Fantastic Four, but at least one actor has now been confirmed to join the production. Following initial rumors and trade reports, Pedro Pascal notes that the Last of Us star will soon begin production on Fantastic Four. Pascal's character is not mentioned, but previous reports have claimed that he will be playing Reed Richards. You can read the full excerpt below. Pedro Pascal can currently be seen starring opposite Ethan Hawke in Pedro Almodovar's short film A Strange Way of Life, which first premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. Up next, Pascal can be seen starring in Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck's independent film Freaky Tales, which is set to premiere at the 2024 Sundance Film Festival. Pascal recently wrapped production on Ridley Scott's highly anticipated Gladiator 2. Is that highly anticipated?
Everyone keeps saying that. And
I'll probably watch
care
it, but I'm
less.
not like super stoked to see Gladiator 2.
Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
Foxy.
And we'll soon begin production on Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four. While we're sure some fans will remain unconvinced, but SAG is highly unlikely to update its site based solely on a rumor. Short of official word from the studio, we'd say it's a pretty safe bet that Pascal will be suiting up as the leader of Marvel's first family. Yeah, so we talked about who could be cast. There are rumors that both Cillian Murphy and Mads Mikkelsen, who says he wants to come back to Marvel, are top picks to play Doctor Doom, but other actors are sure to be in contention. I would love Mads Mikkelsen to be back, and I guess you can suspend. If he's in the helmet all the time, you're not going to really see his face. I'm like, oh, that guy was Caecilius in Doctor Strange. What's he doing back here?
yeah. I would go with Cillian Murphy, but Cillian. I just don't. I don't know. It's fucking Scarecrow, you know, like.
Oh, it is Killian.
Somebody else.
Okay.
Man,
Also,
your
is
nickname
he-
is Kill. That's dope.
Also, isn't
up,
he about to go work on 28 years later?
Yeah, they're trying to do it right now.
Yeah.
And Danny Boyle wants to make it, which is all I needed to. He got excited. He got excited again for zombies. He's like, you know what? I want to do it. And then Killian's like, let's fucking do it, bro. And I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Please.
Okay, last Marvel news. This is quite a long segment. Loki star Jonathan Majors accused of physical and emotional abuse by other women.
Big surprise. Oh, big surprise. The song. Hey.
Last December, Loki star Jonathan Majors was found guilty on one count of potential assault in the third degree and aggravated harassment in the second degree by a New York jury following a March 2023 altercation with his then girlfriend Grace Jabari. Today, the New York Times shared accounts from former girlfriends, work colleagues, and even crew members who have shared allegations of inappropriate and abusive behavior. So we'll scroll to that. One former girlfriend, Emma Duncan, has now alleged that Majors was violent on multiple occasions between 2015 and 2018. In a 2016 incident, it said that he choked her and threw her body across the room, going to make sure you can't have children. Mara Hooper, meanwhile, claims she was not allowed to speak to anyone about their relationship and reveals that after falling pregnant, she dated Major between 2013 and 2015. He dropped her off at an abortion clinic and didn't pick her up after the procedure was completed. This guy sounds like a treat.
An enormous treat.
When they went their separate ways, Hooper alleges that Majors called her a whore on the phone and said, "I hope you die, kill yourself. I'm going to rip you out of my heart the way they ripped our baby out of you." Oof.
That's nice.
Majors is also
That's nice.
said to have regularly threatened to kill himself during these relationships.
Delightful.
Yeah, it's also said that Majors had a history of volatility on the set of HBO's Lovecraft Country, which I think I kind of became aware of him because he was so good in Lovecraft Country.
Yep. Which is deeply saddening because the show was so fucking good.
Yeah. Including conversations with female coworkers that led to them to complain to the cable network. Majors will be sentenced in April, faces up to a year behind bars, but is unlikely to do jail time, considering that the fact that this is a first offense. Not that the conviction wasn't already a nail in coffin, but this could be the second, third, fourth, and fifth.
I would say this
Mel
is
Gibson
pretty
was
much
able
it.
to come back because he really only had one. He had that accusation of. He really only had one. He had that drunken tirade against cops, but people don't seem to care if you're racist.
No.
But he had that one allegation of that screaming match on the phone. I don't know if he ever actually hit his partner at the time.
Yeah.
But maybe if you're accused of it multiple times, you don't have much of a chance left. Maybe you can get away with one and come back a couple years later, like, oh,
Yeah.
I've reformed myself. But if there's a long history dating back 10 years, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back.
Or you can be Kevin Spacey and just get him killed.
What do you mean, get him killed? Did he kill someone?
Okay. Very briefly.
Yeah.
I like how my internet almost cut out for that. Okay, the CIA guy's listening.
Yeah.
Spacey was accused of harassment and sexual assault from like
Multiple people. Yeah. Multiple men. Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
either 3 out of the 4 or 3/4 of the witnesses
Yeah.
have died
What?
since the whole controversy started. I can't believe you haven't read about this, dude.
Kevin Spacey's not really on my. Oh yeah,
He's on.
Wait, Distractify. Is this real?
I don't know who that is.
3 have died
Distractify-
this year alone. Yeah, so the first accused was Anthony Rapp, who's currently on Star Trek Discovery. Third accused died on Christmas Day of 2019. So suicide. Wow. Okay. Hit by a car, died shortly afterwards. Wow. Another accuser died, although his name is unknown. Source passed away from cancer. So he's giving the witnesses cancer. He's hiring a car to run somebody over, throwing another guy off a balcony. He's doing it the Russian way. Yeah, well, that's sad. I guess.
It is sad and it's depressing because Kevin Spacey's trying to come back.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, this is welcome to the new cancel culture. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Get accused, you wait 5 or 6 years, kill 2 people, back in the saddle.
I mean, he hasn't been charged with a crime for. You don't have proof that he orchestrated the deaths of 3 of those witnesses.
Also, I believe it was after like all that happened
Yeah.
and like the witnesses obviously were vanquished. So the trial, I don't even know if it finished because there was no one to accuse. There was only one person in I don't think they cleared it, so he wasn't accused. And as soon as that happened, I'm pretty sure he was on like someone's interview or YouTube.
Well, he did win the
channel
case
or
against
something.
Anthony Rapp, though. That
Yes.
he wasn't found guilty in that case, I believe. But
What a wild ride. Anyway,
that's Marvel news of the. Is it Marvel news? Yeah, that was Marvel news of the week.